Hello, 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 and welcome to the show with Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today. Previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between every Saturday, and interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, James J. That Guy, alongside the leader of Squad Squad, Kaliko Yachts, who may or may not be joining us a little bit later. Who knows? It's 50-50 always. But who is here? The American Scooter Dust.
Not to brag, but I defeated the local chess champion in my town in less than 5 moves. Finally! My high school karate lessons paid off.
And it's a great day for wrestling, and a great week for Wrestling with, as we interview Perry Von Vicious. Um, Incredible interview, great guy, great stories. Can't say enough good things about Perry. I believe yesterday he wrestled with Bison for Grindcore Wrestling. So hopefully he came out that won a victory. No, Scooter?
Match, I think, the 300th match they've had together. But let's just say what we say about him right now does no Von justice to how great this interview is.
And this upcoming Wednesday, we got Shotgun Adams. Uh, Definitely a fun chat. Especially if you're into the more nerdy side of wrestling entertainment. Into DC comics and anime. You're definitely not gonna want to miss this one.
He certainly does the Adams family proud.
Yeah, we kind of missed that mark, didn't we?
Do.
Uh,
Good job, dog. Your
but
dog picking up on that. Love it. Okay, let's go.
let's get into the news since we're done putting ourselves over for now. Um, Logan Paul has signed a contract with WWE. Um, could Logan Paul be something in WWE, or is this just to recuperate some of that Bitcoin money he lost not too
Uh,
long ago?
you mean from the Pokemon card? He spent what, $8 million on or something?
No, but he lost all his. Him and his brother lost all of their money investing in Bitcoin or one of those cryptocurrencies. So yeah.
Uh, I mean, yeah, we kind of figured Logan was gonna come back for at least a one-off at SummerSlam, as we know now. Um, but a legit contract?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen what a few seconds of footage and a couple of pictures of him in midair. That's about it. Um, uh, yeah, more power to him. I mean, it could be worse. They could have signed Jake too.
I mean, they would have probably done a better job if they got Jake. But
God, there's a joke in here somewhere that I'm not going to make. Uh,
but
also,
you know, there's two ways this could really go, and this could just be another um, Rob Gronkowski situation. Win the 24/7 championship, post WrestleMania, and then leave. Uh, or this could legitimately be something just for the simple fact that people really can't stand this guy. So, I mean, he could be a main staple heel if they put him in the right situation. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, but he's also done a lot of stuff that a lot of people that WWE may want to work with in the future. Uh, Logan Paul has done stuff that would not be is not smiled upon. Um, like the time Logan Paul decided to go stream live from the Suicide Forest in Japan.
Ooh, that does not
And
sound like a good idea. Well,
it,
not
it,
really.
it was not. It was not. I mean, are we looking at another possible another a new uh, Ken Shamrock, or are we looking at another Steve McMichael? Uh, are we looking at a second Pat McAfee?
Oh God, no, no, there is no second Pat McAfee.
Uh, are we looking at the Lawrence Taylor for our generation?
Well, Logan isn't the only one that's signed a contract with WWE. UFC fighter Valerie Lord also signed. I can't say I know a lot about her, but UFC uh, wrestlers usually do already, considering it's more with the personality. Could she do something in WWE, or let's
Well,
kind of wait and see?
I mean, she doesn't have the pre WWE popularity that Ronda brought in, or the notorious shit kicking ability that Shayna Baszler has had prior to being signed in the first place. Um, I've never seen any of her octagon fights, and quite honestly, I'm not even sure, and I want to. I mean, I don't like a lot of people's octagon fights, to be honest.
You're not wrong about that. So, I mean, I guess it's a wait and see process because, like you said, I haven't heard of her either. But, with that being said, uh, call ups from NXT, they might be happening. For a one X Young Quinn and Sega.
Zion Quinn.
That's what I said. X Young.
God.
What did I say, Portia? Yeah, Portia agrees with me. Probably they had quite a banger of a match on NXT, but if you have a banger of a match on NXT in the woods, does anybody see it?
I mean, I took a crap in the woods and nobody saw it, so I mean, this might have been more impressive had they called Zion up when he had the momentum of being a, a badass who didn't utter a word. And then they had Legado del Fantasma make him look like a bitch. Uh, so, I mean, it's what is it? Zion Quinn and Sanja? Senga.
Senka. Yes.
I love a good cup of Senka. Thank you.
Oh, you did Senka.
I mean, Senga has been one of the more entertaining parts of NXT in the last few weeks. Unfortunately, that's not saying a lot. Because he's at least doing something interesting where he's trying to impart wisdom on Wes Lee. And if you don't see the irony in that, well, you can go see my ophthalmologist, Stevie Wonder.
Asking him how tall is Kyle?
Are you asking if anybody's seen Kyle?
Yeah, have you seen Kyle?
He's not this high?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yes, they're pushing Shanky. I'm sorry, I can't say that name and not laugh. You don't call a guy Shanky. That's like a jail nickname. Oh, you need a weapon? Go see Shanky over there. He'll teach you how to turn your toothbrush into a blade.
I just wish that they renamed Jinder Mahal Shiv. So we have Shiv and Shanky.
No, that's what Veer Mahan should have been.
Well, no, I like Veer because when he chops somebody, I could say Veer chops.
Or it could be like Veer here, or I don't know. There's someone in NXT who needs to get called up.
And I think you're referring to Han Solo Sakota.
No, actually, I was referring to good old Grimy. Cameron Grimes, who they will undoubtedly rename something like like Jordy LaForge. Because then people are gonna be like, "Oh, Grimes is gonna be here? Is she bringing Elon?"
Oh my god. The comparisons you made.
The fact that you understood it.
I mean, who hasn't been following that shit show? But Solo Takaido or Han Solo or whatever the fuck his name is. He's
Han Solo Cup.
Yeah, there you go. he's rumored to be called up as well, and I mean, there's literally only one way they could go with it, considering how he
Joe
looks.
Joe Uso.
Yep. I mean, there's other alternatives. Joey, and
No, because
Jake.
you can. I mean, Jake Uso. No, because that sounds too much like Jay.
I mean, they could
Uh,
completely flip the script, be Ricky Uso.
they could probably get a little Jeff.
Mm.
Or Jax.
I mean, but that might be in poor taste, considering, you
But
know,
they'd spell it Geoff.
oh, Joff.
Hey, that's my middle name, damn it.
Yes, Scooter Joff Dust.
I ain't no Game of Thrones sister begging prince.
Okay, you
And
completely lost me.
and I hate anybody who has to fuck to make dragons.
Alright, with all these NXT call-ups, it begs the question, what would Gigi do to get called up?
Well, yeah. For a pair of shoes and a cup of coffee, that girl will do anything.
What did you hear about the cup of coffee?
Well, you know the saying, that and a cup of coffee will get you.
Yeah.
Or yeah, it's like Perry says, hot dog and a handshake.
Ooh. Feel like a hot dog and a handshake means something very different to Gigi. But I digress.
Cause she's probably thinking hot dog and hand job.
Santana and Jungle Boy are injured.
And the list keeps growing.
There's one more, Adam Cole, but we'll talk about that when we get into the Forbidden Garage preview or review or whatever the fuck it's called at this point.
If you
Uh,
close the forbidden door, you gotta open the forbidden window,
yeah.
or else somebody lets out some forbidden gas.
Santana got injured in that clusterfuck of a match called Blood and Guts.
What is Tito Santana doing in Blood and Guts anyway?
Not that Santana.
What is Tito Santana's daughter doing in Blood and Guts anyway?
Santana has
Oh
a
wait,
daughter.
I'm sorry. We're not the dudes at ringside.
No, we don't get ringside seats. We sell them on access when the show is complete and utter garbage.
And we sell the tickets for $3. Uh,
But
them biters.
did Santana really need to get injured in a match where he was probably not a featured guy in the match?
I mean, did anybody really need to bleed that much?
It's just,
It's like, oh, let's see who gets hepatitis next.
you know, he wasn't the featured guy, but like, winning a match like that, it could have given him and Ortiz, some type of momentum to do something after this in the tag division. If Tony promoted it right, but we don't get that now because
Because
he's gonna be out for like 6 to 9 months.
and at this point, every TV taping is apparently going to be a gimmick. Like last night, it was the Royal Rampage. That's not derivative of anything.
The Boyle Rampage?
Royal Rampage.
Royal Rampage.
Royal Rampage. It's exactly like what it sounds like it's parodying.
It does.
And the best part of it is that the person who won it
Is a
is
king.
it's a throwaway match for the new AEW interim champion, whomever that might be.
I mean, it's not a spoiler of John Moxley as the champion. Uh,
Well,
I mean, we
told
can
you.
say that.
Well, say hello to your G1 winner.
Yet to be determined. But what about Jungle Boy? I mean, it seemed like there could have been, you know, some meat on the bone again with this Christian rivalry to actually see some personality out of the son of a
Uh,
bitch. And now that's just gonna go to waste.
uh, yeah. Then again, I think they turned Christian just because they made Edge a face. Quite honestly, I mean,
And
it's
Christian works better as a heel. Let's face that.
Christian does work better as a heel. Yes, I mean, what other man would ever claim to be Luxembourgian just to get a shot at the European title?
But but I mean the shit that he said about um Jungle Boy's family. You know, you just if you just sit there stone faced, like you just didn't just insult your father. You know, as Tony Khan might consider, Jungle Boy a part of the next round of cuts when those happen. But I mean, we don't even get to see that now because you know he's injured.
Oh, I mean, this is actually probably a great opportunity for him to actually drop the Jungle Boy persona
Maybe become Jungle Man.
and it maybe just be Jungle Man. God damn it! Why didn't I think of that?
I mean, it was literally right there.
I know, but like I'm thinking, oh, maybe he should just be Jack Perry.
Jungle Man, Jack Perry.
No, that's too much. People don't need four names anymore. Three is the max.
Well, I mean, it worked for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold was considered one word.
Is it? Yeah,
It always appeared with a hyphen between Stone and Cold when it had to be broken on lines.
yeah, I'm not gonna argue. Alright, last bit of news. The Rock has found out that he has five long lost siblings from his father's escapades up and down the roads of traveling WWE.
And but just wait until we get that story on Wrestling With. Oh,
I was gonna say Young Rock.
yeah, right. No. Nobody ever, does anything bad on an NBC sitcom.
Especially the successful ones.
I mean, I mean, okay, maybe you get like five random kids going up to him, going, "Acknowledge us."
I mean, was it five or was it eight? I can't remember.
Five,
It was five.
five,
Okay.
five.
Well, I think that he at least had one or
Well,
two. because Rocky Johnson was married before.
Yeah, yes, he does have. Yes, he does have children with his first wife, Una Sparks.
Right. So, I mean, are we looking at three ones or five added to that or
Five. It's five added.
oh god.
Five added. They're not asking for anything from Rocky Johnson's estate, or even they're not asking for anything from Dwayne.
Oh, cool. You do you happen to know if The Rock has any relationships um with his half siblings?
Um,
The ones that
if
he
he
that
if
his
if if he does, it hasn't been revealed to the public yet.
mm,
Um, I don't know I don't know if I'm The Rock, do I want a relationship with these people to remind me of, you know, to remind me of the fact that my father stepped out on my mother?
mm.
It's a slippery slope.
One of the main twists of all of this was one of the half siblings was Vin Diesel.
Family. And in other news, it was revealed that John Cena is actually a lost Wahlberg.
I believe that. This this
That's why we can never see him.
what is it called when the more you know it's called
Uh, Schadenfreude? Hubris?
no fuck like don't do this and like they make
Oh, hindsight?
no well yes obviously
I,
hindsight
Irony?
irony is definitely one of them but this the moral of this story brought to you by Wrestling with Entertainment is keep it in your pants.
Always wear your Jimmy hat, or you'll end up with a jag.
There's so many places we could go with that, and we should not go one step further, and we won't. All right.
Oh, well, that's
Uh,
yes. Let's move on.
let's move on.